They laughed at me. Not strangers, not coworkers, my own family. At Thanksgiving, in my mother's dining room. When I said I was excited for our vacation, she smiled, leaned forward, and said something that changed everything. Vacations are for family, without you. And then they all laughed. That was the moment I realized something terrifying. They didn't just want me gone. They wanted my money, and they were already planning to take it. What happened next exposed my family in a way they never expected. And one decision I made collapsed their entire perfect vacation. Stay with me. My name is Hannah Pierce. I'm 28 years old. I live in San Francisco, and I work as a freelance graphic designer, the kind of job where chaos is normal. Deadlines change, clients panic, everything falls apart 5 minutes before delivery. You learn to stay calm. That's probably why I didn't explode the way people expect when my family humiliated me on Thanksgiving. The house looked perfect. My mom always makes sure of that. Candles lit, football loud, plates arranged like we were starring in a commercial about closeness. Everyone talking over each other like we were one big happy family. I showed up hoping, stupidly, that this time would be different. For weeks, the one safe topic had been our upcoming vacation. Flights, time off, resorts. It felt neutral, harmless, like something we could all share without tension. So when the conversation drifted there, I smiled and said, "I'm really looking forward to our vacation." I meant it. I meant us. My mom didn't even hesitate. She laughed. Not awkwardly, not nervously. She leaned forward like she was delivering a punchline and said, "Vacations are for family, without you." For half a second, my brain refused to process it. Then my dad laughed. My brother laughed. My sister laughed. Not the uncomfortable kind. The kind that tells you they've already agreed on your place, and it isn't at the table. Something tight wrapped around my chest. But I stayed calm. I nodded, smiled like she'd said something harmless. I pushed my chair back, grabbed my coat, and walked out while they were still laughing. I sat in my car in the driveway for a full minute, hands on the steering wheel, staring at the warm glow of the dining room window, listening to the muffled sound of them having a great time without me. That's when I told myself, fine, if they want a vacation without me, they can have it. What I didn't know yet was this. They weren't just planning a vacation without me, they were planning to pay for it with my money. The part they don't expected me to notice. When I got back to my apartment, I didn't cry. I didn't scream. I didn't call anyone. I took a shower, put on clean pajamas, sat on the edge of my bed with that hollow, buzzing feeling you get after being humiliated. Without you. She said it like I was optional, like I only mattered when I was useful. And the truth hit me hard. I had been useful. For years. I was the stable one. The responsible one. When my brother was between jobs, again, I helped. When my sister spent like money was imaginary, I helped. Flights, deposits, we'll pay you back. They never did. Somehow it always became, you're doing well, you'll be fine. That night, instead of arguing, I did something far more dangerous. I got practical. I opened my banking app. And that's when I remembered the account. An old checking account from college. My mom helped me open it years ago. At the time, it felt normal to give her access, just in case. Over time, I stopped using it, but I never closed it. Emergency fund, I told myself. For them. That realization made my stomach twist. If they could laugh and exclude me, they could also decide they were entitled to what I had. I didn't close it immediately. I didn't want to tip them off. Instead, I quietly moved most of the money into my personal account, the only one I controlled. Then I turned on every alert imaginable. Any withdrawal, any transfer, any movement at all. I wanted to know instantly. Then I opened the family group chat. Resort photos, itineraries, matching outfit jokes. My mom typed, "Can't wait for our family trip." No one mentioned me.
That's when the hurt crystallized into something colder. They weren't confused about me. They were comfortable without me. And that meant I needed to protect myself, even if it made me the villain. 1 week later, exactly 1 week after Thanksgiving, my phone buzzed. Bank alert. Withdrawal request pending. Amount, $6,500. My stomach dropped. That isn't an accident. That's intentional. The location listed was a branch near my parents' house in Los Angeles. I didn't call my mom. I didn't text the group chat. I called the bank. The representative asked security questions, then put me on hold. When she came back, her voice had changed. Careful, professional. She said, someone listed as an account holder is attempting a teller withdrawal. Account holder. My mom wasn't sneaking. She thought she had the right. That's when everything clicked. The upgrades, the final confirmations, my mom's cheerful voicemails. They had already spent the money in their heads, while laughing about how I wasn't family enough to come. As if that wasn't enough, my phone buzzed again. Group chat message from my sister. We're almost done, just waiting on one last payment. My mom replied, "Don't worry, I'm handling it right now." Handling it. With my money. I felt something settle in me. Not fear. Decision. I asked the bank rep one question. What's the fastest way to stop this? She said, if you close the account, the withdrawal will be declined immediately. I said, close it. Permanently. No hesitation. No apology. Close it. The representative explained what that meant. Cards deactivated. Access removed. Other account holder locked out. I told her to do it anyway. Then I asked her to repeat it back to me. I needed zero ambiguity. She confirmed. I listened to the clicking of her keyboard like a door locking. Then she said, the account is now closed. Seconds later, my screen updated. Withdrawal declined. My phone started vibrating like an alarm. Mom, Dad, brother, sister, all calling at once. I didn't answer. Instead, I took a screenshot of the declined withdrawal, sent it to the group chat. One sentence, pay without me. Silence. Then chaos. What is wrong with you? Are you serious? Call me now. I set my phone face down, finished my work, because I refused to let their entitlement hijack my life. When they showed up at my door, by that night they decided ignoring me wasn't working. My sister texted, we're coming to talk in person. I replied once, do not come to my apartment. They came anyway. I installed a door camera. At 10 p.m., motion alert. There they were. My mom pounding on the door. My dad angry. My siblings annoyed. Open the door. Stop acting like a child. You're tearing this family apart. I didn't move. I didn't speak. Then my mom leaned in and whispered through the door, if you do this, don't expect to be part of this family again. That's when I understood the truth. In their world, family meant obedience, and I had stopped obeying. They left, and for the first time in my life, I felt calm. The aftermath. She took it public. Vague Facebook posts, victim language, comments full of sympathy. I didn't argue. I documented. Screenshots, bank alerts, messages. I called a lawyer, not to sue, to protect myself. We drafted a formal cease and desist. No contact, no visits, no financial access. I froze my credit, changed every password. And then I did something radical. I booked a solo trip. Same week as their canceled vacation. Lake Tahoe. Quiet. Mine. The part no one expected. They canceled the trip. Lost deposits, non-refundable fees. The illusion collapsed. Because they planned a life they couldn't afford, counting on my silence. My dad emailed later. An apology. Too late. Not cruel, just honest. An apology after consequences is often just discomfort talking. The real lesson. Standing by that lake, watching the sunrise, I realized something powerful. I wasn't the glue holding my family together. I was the cushion softening their bad choices. and the moment I stepped away, they had to feel the impact. If you're listening to this and you've ever been told you're family only when you pay, only when you stay quiet, only when you make things easy, hear me clearly. You are not cruel for choosing yourself. Access is earned. Money is not love. Silence is not consent. And when someone laughs while pushing you out, you're allowed to close the door. In the end, my mom got exactly what she asked for, a vacation without me. And for the first time in my life, that included my wallet, my energy, and my future.